Hey everyone, James Nelson Watt here, founder of Practice Mastery, where I help health professionals to grow and scale their practices and to develop leverage through online programs and coaching. Now in this video, I'm going to walk you through Tony Robbins' success cycle and how it helped me to make $1 million. Now when we're thinking about how we get successful, you probably heard of Tony Robbins. He is the top guy, he knows all the stuff, right? And a lot of the time there are heaps of gurus out there that are telling us all kinds of information about how to be successful and how to make money and how to do this and how to do that. At the end of the day, most of it's bullshit. And the way to know whether something works and is true or not is the consistency of application by the person and by their clients and the results that they get. Now, I have built a practice myself. I then started teaching people how to build a practice and build a program. And both of which were successful, and so then I started teaching people how to build programs. I didn't watch a course on how to build programs and then teach it to people just from their course through me into my one. It's bullshit, and that's what most people are doing. And so when I'm looking at what Tony teaches, especially in the success strategy or success cycle, it's real stuff that actually works. It's just the basic principles of anyone who's been successful. And if you haven't heard of it, I want you to go into Google and look it up. Tony Robbins' success cycle. Now, what I took from it is that there are three things. You've got state, story, strategy, and then the fourth one is action. Now, he talks about your emotional state, your physical state being the key to anything. If you're wanting to achieve any kind of success, most people start with strategy. They think, well, I want to be a millionaire, so I'm going to start an investing business. I'm going to buy houses, I'm going to flip them, or I'm going to sell products on Amazon, or I'm going to do whatever. But without the right understanding of where you're wanting to go and what you want to do and really the why, you're never going to particularly kind of stick to it for any period of time. And this is why most businesses fail in the first 2 or 5 years or whatever, and people's revenue and lifestyle is up and down because they're not really committed to anything. And so really the step before that is the story that you're telling yourself, right? What is my life going to be like? Who am I? What do I want? That will dictate the strategies you use to then go and get it. But before that is your state. Your state is how you feel. Your state is your energy level. If I'm doing this video and I feel all crappy and I'm like this and not really wanting to do it, then that energy is going to come across in the video and it's not really going to motivate you to actually do anything. So I first need to get into my state, into my zone, so that I'm ready and focused. Once I've got my state, I'm like, yep, I'm feeling good. I then need to look at, well, why am I doing this? My story, what am I telling myself? And that's going to dictate the next bit, which is the strategy. So for me, I want to help health professionals to have more success in life. I want them to have more money, more meaning, and more freedom with what they do. And to do that, it's about growing your practice, and it's about taking your knowledge and then going online with a training program of some kind. So that's what I'm wanting to do. And so the strategy to get my message across is going to be video. Video is going to help me get my message to you, and then hopefully you'll implement it and you'll get results, and we'll go from there, right? So that's what I'm going to do. The fourth part to this is action. I can have the best strategy, the best state, best story, everything can be amazing, but if I'm not actually doing anything, nothing's going to happen. And the example of this is all the people who've done all the courses, done all the coaching, and are still unsuccessful. Or the people who have bought the books and tried everything, but they just gave up because they weren't really willing to put in the action. And my most successful clients are always people who take action. I give them the strategy. They have the state and the story of wanting to be successful. I give them the strategy, they then take action. Those who don't take action don't get success. Now what happens if everything's aligned, you figure out your strategy, you're going to go and do something with it, right? You can take massive action. And you do, and nothing happens. Well, that is 99% of anybody successful. You look at anyone who's successful and you look at all of the failures that they have. They have failures because they've tried something and it hasn't worked. Most people, they do that and then they give up. Instead, what they really need to be doing is looking at the strategy and thinking, okay, maybe the strategy wasn't the right thing to do, so what am I going to do next? I'm going to change my strategy and take action again. And then that didn't work, so I'm going to change my strategy and take action again. Now, how this applies to me is, ever since chiropractic college, yes, I'm a chiropractor, I've been learning lots of stuff and applying lots of things. Some things worked, some things didn't work. But because I knew what I wanted to achieve, I kept going. And I passed my exams and I learned about how to get clients and things like that. And then I got into practice and I tried to do some stuff and it didn't work. And then I changed what I was doing and that didn't work. And then I tried some Facebook ads, I got some coaching, I tried all kinds of different things. And over time, it's just accumulated into this wealth of knowledge and skill that I just apply on a consistent basis, and now I'm successful. And so when I think back to everything that I did to get to where I am right now, it only happened because I kept taking massive action, and when it failed, I would change my strategy, change my approach, try again. And every time I did that, I learned something, I got further along. If you want to have success in practice, if you want to have success in anything in life, whether it's your relationship, your health, your business, you need to first get into a state of mind that holds the energy of power that's going to push you forward. Because having a shitty mindset, a shitty outlook on things will never get you anywhere. Even if things are actually crap, your mindset is what allows suffering. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional because it comes down to your state of mind. Focusing on exactly what I want to achieve and being clear on that is key, because that allows you to then pick the strategies that you're going to try, and then you're going to go and do them. And then if it works, great. If it doesn't work, start again, make a new strategy, go after it again. Because Tiger Woods, really good golf player, right? Probably sucked when he started. Had he given up then, he never would have got to where he wanted to, where he is right now. Had he gone through and won a couple things and then started losing when he got into, golf, PGA or whatever, and he started playing against the big boys who are really good, and he started to lose, he needed to change his strategy to mix it up. The best in the world are always changing their strategy and taking massive action. They're never accepting. Elon Musk is not accepting of how things are. Jeff Bezos is not accepting of how things are. Mark Zuckerberg are not accepting of how things are. They are constantly refining what they're doing, taking massive action, and constantly improving. And the only way to have success is to continue to do that. So if you've tried something and it hasn't worked, if you believe that I've tried everything and nothing's worked, it's bullshit. You haven't tried everything. You haven't worked with me, and even if it failed with me, most likely it's because you didn't take action. But let's say it failed with me, you haven't failed until you've completely given up on your dream. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at what you're doing right now and think, is this in alignment with how I want to be and how I want my life to be and my business to be? If it is, more power to you. Try more stuff. If it's not, realign and have a look at what you're actually doing and think, maybe I need to shift some shit around, because if I'm not getting what I want, then I need to be changing what I'm doing, because doing the same stuff, it's got you to where you are, and it's not going to get you to the next place. Even if it's got you some success. Like, there's been plenty of times I've done things and I had a bit of success, but those things got me there, but they're not going to get me to the next point. And so what ends up happening is I hit this glass ceiling where it's like I can see where I want to go, but what I'm doing is just not getting me there. So either I can keep doing that and just stay here and be average, or I can change my strategy, change my approach, and get to the next bit. But guess what? As I keep going, I hit the next one, and I hit the next one. And it's only by a matter of readjusting your strategy constantly do you keep moving forward and keep getting to the next place. So this has been a bit of a longer video, a bit more philosophical, because I've been speaking to a lot of people lately who are really struggling and telling me they've tried everything and this and that, but then they're not willing to try something again. They just have given up. They want it, but their heart's not in it. So I hope you found this video useful. Success is a mixture of things. Yes, you have to have the right strategy. Yes, you have to take action, but you also have to be telling yourself the right things, and you have to have the right state of mind to keep going. Because if you fail and give up, your mindset was weak in the first place. If the first sign of struggle, you stop, did you really want that thing in the end? Think about relationships. You have a fight with someone, you break up. Clearly, the relationship wasn't that serious in the first place. If you really care about your wife or your husband and you're having a shit time of it at the moment, if you actually care, you'll keep doing stuff. If my son was drowning and I couldn't get to him for whatever reason because there was a tree in the way, I'd figure out how to get over it. And then if I got over it and then there was mud and I was getting stuck in it, I'd figure it out, and I would just keep going and going until I got to him. I wouldn't just go, oh shit, there's a fence. I can see him drowning, but oh, there's a fence, can't get over it. Tried everything. It's a bullshit answer to say I tried everything. You haven't. There's no way to have tried everything. And if you had actually tried everything, you would have achieved success. So if you found this video useful, if you found it to kind of challenge you a little bit, post in the comments, let me know what you think. I'll put some links around this video as well so you can check out more of my content. I'm posting content daily at the moment to really kind of get my message out there and to help you grow and scale your practice and develop leverage. So I'll see you next time. Click the link below, check out the free training I just created that will help you to get more clients and to achieve the revenue and growth that you want. Speak soon.